is Marthalicia Matarrita. I'm going to be 32. I'm a live art performer and artist. And normal tasks to survive and live. And I'm an unemployed, but the unusual activities that I partake is the nightlife or the painting and outdoors.
Yes.
So I do live art performances, so looks like we'll have another one in the near future. The current project is underdeveloped. It's called The Artist Process. It's a film that I'm conducting with Fighting for Futures with Felicia Cruz, who was the editor who helped me with all that footage. And that film project is still being worked on. Soon will be aired maybe later this year. And then the new project I'm going to create is actually a part 2 to the part 1. And I will be doing that in the subway station, trying to get permission from the subway to have 16 easels, 16 canvases, and do the same routine of documenting the hands and feet. And I need a lot of funding to get this project ongoing for not only just the artists themselves, but to provide the supplies and the editing as well. Since we all understand that it costs a lot of money to help one another.
Yes. What are some of the social art networks that you're currently a part of?
There's a list though that I'm still growing in, but there's a few major ones that I really enjoy partaking. The main one, the biggest one that I am very delighted to mention is called Art Battles. The founder name is Sean Bono, who is a great mastermind in coordinating artists and events for the public. I really enjoy the way that if it's not just for inviting me, but inviting other artists as well to perform and to paint with the masses. There is Prosthetics clothing store that also hosts programs and projects for artists in the now, and it's really great because it's a great concept, great ideas. There are other programs out there, Bonfire with Conscience and Tasty Quiche, who also are hosts of the Bonfire event that happens the last Tuesday of every month, who showcase open mics by the same time, gave leeway for live art performers to coordinate and provide the idea of whatever theme there is from pen and ink on black book. And after doing graffiti, you could say surrealism on that, and then start to learn through LaGuardia High School, the fine arts. I learned from there, morphed into painting with oils and acrylic. And realistically, you could say mastering the masters.
Yes.
After being a little bit bored with it, I try to harness who I am and what's my signature, and I bounced back into the graffiti in the black book. From there on, I morphed again. By doing so, it's these themes or these projects that help, if not help the artists, help others. For example, there'll be themes that they use as mannequins and have bullets or love in it, how you can be creative and use your skills creatively and manifest something that relates to the theme, but there's no more than that, just the 2 words. But there are other programs that helps you with maybe select that theme better. So these projects really help me individually, help me broaden the purpose of why I'm still doing it, at the same time to be more open to things. The pledge for myself was, once I realized that art was something important to me, that I'm going to follow this path. Only because I felt not just comfortable with it, but I felt that it was a strong force. I cannot deny it. If I don't do it, I do feel miserable. So the pledge that I set myself to God or to the universe, that if you gave me this ability, I will harness it and I will do the best I can to deliver whatever message it is. If not to help myself, help others, but to do something useful.
Yes.
And that's when I realized the art. I always try to the masters, like for example, that I learned in high school, learn from the masters to do the best of themselves using the arts. And remember that arts was also a tool to communicate.
Yes.
So I remember, so I don't know what art meant to me even now. I'm just letting it happen. So from there on, I joined the Army National Guard. I did my 8 years, and I went to college. I stayed in my mind. I'm not here to play around. I'm here to do art and the best that I can with it. And I still do it when I do live art performances. And to what will benefit, not for the people, but more about benefiting the cause or the subject matter. And try to learn in personal time in the environment with others by placing your canvas, your easel, and you're interacting pretty much with the music or the event. Again, it comes with a theme, and whatever time span you have, you can, artists do enjoy painting. Some artists paint for like days or weeks, but a performer have only but a short time.
Yes.
And the time that you have when it starts, as a music or a DJ or a dance performance, whatever it is, they have a time set. So the time set range from an hour and a half to almost 3 hours, depending on the program.
Okay.
As soon as the program ends, the ability to sell out the art in reference to that what we captured from the moment of the atmosphere, the moment of the performance, the moment of interacting with the audience. So it captures so many different things at the same time.
Okay.
And some artists are better than others in doing so. So you get the chance to witness within those 2-3 hours a blank canvas and how that manifests to whatever the artist will get. I'm still learning.
You're still learning?
I've met a few very, very inspiring artists that are able to do such an amazing job at making the art blossom in a way that I always wanted to. But I'm still, there's a lot of room for me to grow into, but again, I'm letting whatever my path led me to my personal life in terms of my home. And I guess my lifestyle. It's very complicated because I have a complicated life.
Yes.
I do have a partner. I have a son, and I love them both. There's no marriage, so there's no contract. But there is an expectation of human respect. If you share a household with whomever, there is shared responsibilities. So I make my best to share the responsibilities in the household. Cook and clean, sweep and mop. Make sure that everything is correct and organized. In doing so, that's why I don't work full part-time job at the moment, because I'm facilitating the household environment and the safety and the health of others. So I sacrifice my desire to work to get extra cheddar to have a blessed, peaceful home. That's a traditional setting.
Yes.
And so that also limits the funds, limits also my personal desire to, let's say, get dressed.
Yes.
Like I don't go out crazy spending money I don't have on things that I don't really need.
Yes.
If I have shoes that last maybe 7 years, I'll wear it with holes and anything.
Yes.
Because it still fits me. Why not? So that also limits my